to get some pet food. Leo, it's a
Hey guys. It is a bushfire.
So we're just driving through Kakadu National Park and we've stopped at the Mary River Roadhouse, which appears to be closed. So Stu has gone to investigate, and we can also smell lots of smoke in the air as well. So we think there's controlled burning or possibly bushfire. So we're just going to look for some more information.
So Zach and Leo live. If you look out your windows, you can obviously see the smoke. You might even see a little bit of the fires and stuff. It's a controlled burn to burn off lots of the fuel on the floor of the forest that could be caught in a big bushfire later in the year. So at the end of the dry season, it can get to mid-40s up here. Big winds, big fires. So they burn it off now so that it's not there in 6 months' time. You're able to see some of the flames and some of the little burn off bits. You can definitely see the smoke. We'll just see how far the smoke goes. We've got about 100 k's to go. Depends which one's pretty close.
Yeah, there's a caravan. And the car. Do you like the bathrooms here?
Yeah, except not many people have been here, and it's very clean, but normally there's like black spots. Like you can see a couple here. They were scattered around the whole bench. I thought they were actually meant to be on the bench because there were so many. Frogs. Frogs.
Yeah, they're frogs in the showers. 3 in mine last night. And the first time I went to the bathroom before bedtime, I thought that all of the bench was black. Really, it's white. Because all of the black was all bugs, little bugs. Literally, it said that you had dead dragonflies in them. Oh yeah, yes. They're little, really massive junk. He's up there. He's in this one now.
So we found a snake. We found a snake, so we were walking back. We wanted to go to the toilet. So we were walking back from going to the toilet.
Give me the torch, I'm going to keep running. Give me the torch, quickly.
Yeah, keep the torch on his head.
Pretty long, hey? So we're about 1 kilometre into our Norlangi rock art walk that we're doing. One of these Nyanyingis is called Namandi. Namandi are invisible to ordinary people, live in caves and hollow trees and come out at night. They can entice people into their caves by calling them to come closer. People listening to the stories associated with this are warned that Namandi eat human flesh. Some have 6 fingers on each hand and carry dilly bags for their victims' liver, lungs, heart and kidneys. This big one here is one of them.
The big white one there.
He's got 6 fingers.
Said that they didn't know what the European ships look like, but then in between 1880 and 1950, and they bought the supplies and stuff from Darwin, so they knew what they look like, and like it's here. How the kangaroos got their tails? There was a big kangaroo and a little kangaroo. Lived in separate areas. One lived in the mountains and one lived in the deserts. They met, and then little kangaroo tricked big kangaroo of a honeycomb because they both loved it. And then they had a big fight, and they both sat down, backs facing each other. Big kangaroo threw a stick at the little kangaroo's bum, and then the little kangaroo threw a stick at the big kangaroo's bum. Then they went back to their parts, and they gave birth. And they had tails. Whoa! He's on the big tree.
Big lizard. Did he go around?
Where is he? Oh!
Look at him climbing the tree.
Yeah, he's scattered up there.
Think you're going to go join them? Dragonfly, yeah, on your towel. What is it?
It's Dingo.
Dingo.
The dingo is named Bingo.
Maybe it's not like us at home. I thought they was joking.
That's a nice place to stay. Because, the water comes down. Oh!
Can you see its stomach? It's panting because it needs water. So it's not
On the
water.
table behind you. Zach, you got to again, I'll switch the sleigh lane
Oh, that's why he's sitting in the shade. I know his eyes are closed a lot because he's just trying to save his energy. I think he's probably maybe just been out hunting or something. Maybe some snake like Blackie that we saw yesterday. And then he's caught it, but he had to run a lot, so he just sat down, starts panting, and he's caught it. From the pool, I saw a lizard, but he wasn't like a little skink like what we've been seeing. It wasn't like that big. It was maybe that big. It was really long. And I had said last night before we saw the snake, I said that if there is lizards and stuff, because we've been seeing a lot of little skinks and stuff, and then there are frogs and stuff, and there are going to be snakes, and then we saw the snake, and then dingoes will then eat the snakes. So the whole food chain, we've basically seen the whole food chain around here because we've seen lots of different animals so far. And it's only day 2 here in Corinda.
Well, let's start off with a welcome to country. So on behalf of the local Moranbah people, my people of the floodplain, Corinda Lodge, Kakadu and Accord hotels, we'd love to thank all you beautiful people for visiting country. Hopefully you all stay safe while on country, and maybe you'll come back to country sometime, ladies and gentlemen. So what they say, kids, little Padawans, never smile at the crocodile. It's gone under. We better get out of here, otherwise it might go under the boat and flip the boat. One year we had 7 cars written off from here to Jabiru in 1 week, 1 year. Oh, there is another one there, yeah. Yeah, there's 2 actually. There's a small one at 9 o'clock, another one. That's probably only about a metre long or so. You can see the bigger crocodiles through there. It's coming this way now. It's moving, coming this way. I reckon it's after that small crocodile, because crocodiles eat their own species, no problems at all. Yeah, they don't care. Crocodiles still moving down this way. They have webbed feet at the back, and the webbed feet help them to swim backwards. So if they go under the bank in a hole, or they go in a whole heap of trees in a hole under the water and they can't turn around, they'll...
Can you remember where we are? Yep, so there were 3 of them. 4 of them.
He's going quick.
So a baby crocodile to me.
No, it's a parenti.
Parenti? I can't see.
Can we get out and have a look?
No.
Oh, it's one. He went in the bush.
Yeah, it went to the bush.
It disappeared.
That's right.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
The place is called Uber.
It's not.
Uber.
Abba.
It's
Uber.
It's Uber. It's Uber. It's Uber. It's an Uber. You right there.
Go out and have a look here in here. Then we go back to the lookout.
Uber.
Come back down.
Uber.
Take a suck
It's
of
Uber.
that.
This is what they used to paint it.
Painted in red ochre and animal blood.
How long ago?
5,000.
Animals.
About 5,000 years. So they're relatively new.
You haven't really got a shoot or anything like that. Is that one? A couple of theories on it. People will often say, you know, you've got all these thousands of years of art style, lots of different art styles sort of developing and getting what you might call a little bit fancier, and then we see some of this early contact art and you say, doesn't really look like, you know, you got 30,000 years of art progression gone into that bit of artwork.
That was cute. Let's go. I have a crocodile hot dog.
Okay.
It looks weird. It's not like a sauce.
I got a beef burger.
So disgusting. I know.
Here we go.
Kind of really.
Remember a trick? I'm gonna have to eat cheap juice.
They do. It actually tastes like a normal sausage. It's not the hot dog, it tastes like a sausage. It's actually nice to taste it. But in the other end. You don't like it? It's spicy. Once you have it in your mouth, do you like it? Back on try it?
Just a little bit, please.
It's a bit spicy. I don't love it, but I like it. Like, yeah, it's good. Like, I'll have it if I have it. Good? I know. It's good.
So I think we're at the top of the falls.
Yeah. Really cool.
Or whenever it rains, it fills up the ocean. And the ocean lets water come down through creeks and streams, then it will eventually get to the waterfall, and the waterfall's water will go down through all of the rapids, then it will continue, and it will probably literally just keep moving on through all of the creeks until it gets to the next waterfall.
How does it get up?
How does it get back up into the waterfall?
It doesn't. It stays there in the little lake.
There's been no rain, so
The
how
water
does water
still
get to the
gets
top?
in. No, the water. You're not listening to me. The water is.
Make any sense.
The water is coming from the ocean.
The sea level. This is the waterfall level.
Because the waterfall's at the top. So I understand when it's raining how water would get up the top of the waterfall because it would rain down.
But it doesn't rain. Does it go through a pipe?
Well, does it get pumped back up the top? How is the waterfall still? How's the waterfall still flowing even though it's not raining?
How the water comes down the waterfall? Dad said that if there's imagine a canyon that goes like this, it's a big circle, and there's a waterfall at the end, but it's not running because no water can get there because it doesn't rain here. It has to wait for it. That normally there's a creek that comes just coming down, and it fills up the canyon, and then when the canyon gets to the very top, it will overflow a little bit, and then it will come down the waterfall. So that's a creek, and then it will get too high, so it will go like this over years, and then it will come down because it can't keep building up. That's how it works.
Lots of fish down there. Morning, Zozo.
Hello.
See some kangaroos?
Oh, look.
No kangaroos. Shall we walk down to the waterfall and have a look?
It can't be. Yeah, the flies keep on hitting me.
I find it bad. Let's try again.
Mum.
Yeah.
Outside. There we go. That's a good one.
So.
We're trying to get him to land on the side.
So.
Leo and I got once each. That's a big one. Get it.
Where are you going to go for breakfast?
We're going to have some cereal. Oh. Mom, he walk.
Can you hear the waterfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go have breakfast at the waterfall?
Yeah. Yum. One more. And a bit. Milo's the best.
Where is it?
Way up in the top of the tree.
In the branch up there.
You can actually hardly even see it. I'm not lying.
Let go of one leg. Get more to my left. Okay. Stop, let go, there's a lot of ants.
Leo. Leo, you go up on the side. Take that and it should come down.
How?
Well, you're going to need to put one of your feet up the mat. Yeah, Woody's up there, Buzzy's down there. He's Buzz and he's got Woody stuck. Leo! Ah! Leo, get on him. The other one. Leo, come here.
I'll show you the baby.
Ready?
I've got some.
Get in!
what else do you have to say?
The ants are itchy.
I won't kick them anymore.
Yep. What you said. Peekaboo the wallaby. Hi Phil. Bye Phil. I really enjoyed Kakadu because there we got to see lots of wildlife. We saw black snakes, crocodiles, dingoes, seagulls, and so I really enjoyed seeing all that wildlife.
I also like going on the yellow water cruise.
And
That was
Wangy Falls jumping.
and jumping in at Florence Falls. That was fun.
I'm probably basically the same. I didn't like how, well, one night I had a shower and the water wouldn't go on, so Mum tried to put it on, but then the tap burst out. And all the water just flooded.
Yeah.
That was really a disaster. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Probably the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes were really, really annoying. Snake.
Snake.
She liked a snake.
Interesting fact that I learned was there's in the rock art there's something called a rainbow serpent. It's a Dreamtime story. So it's rainbow serpent, and then if it hears kids screaming and they keep screaming for like 5 minutes and no one's helping them, then the rainbow serpent will come and eat the kids who are screaming and the people who are around them not helping them.
I liked learning about the rock art and all of the different stories that the different Aboriginal tribes have.
Super 6 rate Kakadu and Wangy Falls 4 stars out of 5. So you do 4? You do your 4 fingers. Your 4 fingers. Where are your 4?
We loved all of the different wildlife that there was.
We learned a lot about the rock art. We didn't like the explosive tap.
Wackadoo for Kakadu.
Okay. And it's actually really exciting because it's such a big shop. Because we're now in Darwin.
shopping centre in weeks.
Exactly what she'd do in the wild. And
Under the fence with an apple in his hand, and then he stood. He was like, "Do you want some apple?" And he put it out, and then he just threw it at us.
Move, it is actually getting
Zach,
go away, Liv, go away,
Back.
Liv, go away.
pick up all the sleeping bag stuff.
I'm just...